This evening, first, GECOM responds to fraud allegations. The Elections Commission breaks its silence, dismissing claims of election cover-up and emphasizing the High Court's role in electoral disputes. Plus, big relief for UG students. Starting January 2025, students of the University of Guyana will say goodbye to fees, learn how this landmark change will reshape higher education access. Also, Sophia standoff. A domestic violence call turns chaotic when police confront a man who pulls a gun, leading to a dramatic late-night shooting. And arson alert. The Ghana Fire Service cracks down on malicious fires, warning of severe penalties and urging citizens to stay vigilant against this growing threat. Finally, global drug bust. A massive anti-drug operation involving 62 nations seized over 1,400 tons of narcotics, with traffickers targeting Australia. Find out how Colombia led the charge. These stories and more coming up on Headline News Update. Welcome to this broadcast of Channel 2's Headline News Update for November 28, 2024. I am Baby Bacchus. Thank you for joining us. First up, the Ghana Elections Commission, via a press release today, dismissed recent accusations of election fraud cover-up, reiterating that only the High Court has the authority to determine the legality of elections under Article 163 of the Constitution. This statement comes in response to allegations made by Dr. David Hines of the Working People's Alliance during his political 101 talk show, where he accused GECOM Chair Justice Claudette Singh of declaring the 2020 elections despite alleged voters' impersonation and blocking an internal review. GECOM emphasized that it cannot investigate or validate election results, as constitutional provisions mandate that such disputes must be addressed through an election petition filed in the High Court. The press release stated that it is of crucial importance to note that, notwithstanding GECOM had received copies of documents associated with the alleged voter impersonation, the Commission could not have investigated this issue since, according to Article 163 of the Constitution, the only method by which such a matter could have been addressed was by way of an election petition. The Commission urged stakeholders to verify legal facts before making public claims, warning that misinformation undermines public confidence in GECOM and its officials. GECOM reaffirmed its commitment to transparency and adherence to statutory responsibilities. On a different note, police are investigating a shooting in Sophia after a resident who resisted arrest for domestic violence allegedly wielded a handgun towards the officers. More from Dale Jarvis.
Police are investigating a shooting incident in Sophia on Wednesday night involving Quincy Morris, a 25-year-old man accused of domestic violence. The incident occurred around 9:30 p.m. when police attempted to arrest Morris, who allegedly resisted and threatened officers with a handgun. Police responded to a domestic violence report from an 18-year-old female victim who claims Morris had assaulted her. Upon reaching his residence with the victim, Morris's sister informed the officers that he was not at home. Shortly after, Morris arrived with a group of about 20 men. When officers tried to arrest Morris, he reportedly resisted, declaring that he was not going anywhere, and this was Sophia. He allegedly drew a handgun and pointed it at the officers. In response, one officer discharged a round, striking Morris in the upper thigh. Amid the chaos, one of Morris's associates retrieved the suspected firearm and fled along with the others. Police called for backup and transported Morris to the Georgetown Public Hospital, where he is under police guard and in stable condition. Investigations are ongoing and several individuals have been questioned. Reporting for Headline News Update, Dale Jarvis.
Thanks, Dale. An Eccles man was sentenced for attempted murder after stabbing his co-worker in 2016, causing a permanent disability. Malcolm Carter has more details.
34-year-old Ryan Lowe of Eccles East Bank, Demerara, was sentenced to prison for the attempted murder of his co-worker in an attack that left the victim permanently disabled when he appeared at the Demerara High Court on Wednesday, November 27, 2024. Lowe appeared before Justice Sandel Kisoon, where he was convicted of stabbing Leroy Cummings, his co-worker at the Hagues Bosch landfill site, during a dispute on November 23, 2016. Reports revealed that the incident began when Lowe struck Cummings, who was asleep in a hammock, and accused him of theft. The argument escalated into violence, with Lowe stabbing Cummings multiple times. The injuries were so severe that Cummings' left arm had to be amputated. After the attack, Lowe fled the scene and remained in hiding for 3 years before his arrest in November 2019. Following a preliminary inquiry, the court ruled there was sufficient evidence to send Lowe to trial. At the sentencing, Justice Kissoon described Lowe's actions as both premeditated and brutal, emphasizing the life-altering impact on the victim. Lowe will now serve his prison sentence as the case begins closure to an attack that devastated Cummings and his family. Reporting for Headline News Update, Malcolm Carter.
Thanks, Malcolm. Stick around when we return. Over 200 pounds of marijuana seized in Coast Guard drug bust, and UG facility fees to be abolished in January 2025.
It's the most wonderful time of the year, and we've got the most wonderful deals. Get the perfect gift from Digicel. Grab the Samsung A05 for just $17,900, the A25 for $37,900, or treat yourself to the S24 Ultra for only $205,000. And that's not all. Every phone comes with a free 30-day data plan. Don't wait. These holiday savings won't last forever. Visit your nearest Digicel store today. Digicel, the network for everyone, everywhere.
It is the biggest sale of the year going down right here at Clearance, always keeping you in style. The 29th of November 2024 Black Friday sale where you get half off store-wide. Get half off all your top brands like your Kenneth Cole and Dockers footwear, Puma and Nike sneakers, men's suits, shirts, Levi jeans, and jerseys. Get half off on ladies' footwear, handbags, dresses, tops, working suits, and so much more. So keep the date in mind, November 29th, 2024, right here at Clearance, half off store-wide. Clearance, always keeping you in style.
Good girl forget things.
What's the problem, Granny?
I want money for borrow for those surgery. I was dancing and I fall and fracture my hip.
If you need some quick money, you should check Lender's Jewelry and Pawn Shop.
Lender's Jewelry and Pawn Shop, Lot 238 South Road Border, Georgetown. Get jewelry made to order in just 72 hours. We also accept vehicles. Lender's, best rates, longest payback period.
Boys, I get through. Plus, I could dance again.
Lender's Jewelry and Pawn Shop.
Hello, my fellow TikToker followers. Here's credit. And today, all we will be making Chinese noodles with peppies, chow mein, chicken fritters, and spice cake. For the noodles, all these will be using peppies, black pepper, cashew,
Chinese sauce, soy sauce, garlic sauce, paprika, Chinese seasoning, chow mein seasoning, five spice, and all-purpose seasoning.
Next, this chicken that we marinated, soak for all you don't know nothing with peppies, green seasoning, miracle seasoning,
Pepper sauce, chicken seasoning, paprika, garlic powder, dark seasoning, black pepper, onion powder, and ginger powder, and document plantain flour, and then this butter we make with this quick piece powder, and we
boil in high. We serve with peppies, barbecue sauce. Radika went to the supermarket and she proper buy up enough things. She feels she alone can cook, but she routine even wrong. She shaped like a guy in a map.
Peppies has a wide range of ingredients available at supermarkets nationwide. Peppies, we put the pep back into your kitchen.
Speak clearly with a gift of sight from Modern Optical Services. Let our professional team examine and prescribe what's best for your eyes. Common smiles make fashionable faces. See us for a full line of optical services, including brand name and prescription eyewear. Modern Optical Services, 316 Mill Street, Georgetown. Telephone 226-1082.
We are are back. Our holiday specials are here. From now until December 6th, enjoy our exclusive Christmas packages. Get one service free when you book 3 services, complimentary mattress cleaning with any yard power washing service, free small carpet cleaning with every chair set cleaning and steaming. Connect with us on Facebook and Instagram or visit us at 3430 Jacksonville, North Rumboldt, Georgetown. You can also give us a call on 689-7558, 646-0405, or 639-6365. Start your holiday preparations early with Fortune Investment Company and let us make your season shine.
The Guyana Elections Commission GECOM is currently conducting a national registration exercise. Who can register? Anyone who will be 14 years or older by December 31st, 2024 and is a Guyanese citizen by birth, descent, naturalization, or is a citizen from a Commonwealth country living in Guyana for 1 year or more. Types of transactions. Anyone eligible for registration is required to visit the registration office responsible for his or her area of residence to apply for registration. Persons who are already registered could apply for a name change if they have changed their names since they were last registered. Apply for corrections if there is incorrect information on their national ID cards. Persons who are desirous of conducting any of the above transactions must provide the relevant supporting documents. Persons who are already registered could request that their photographs be retaken if the quality of the photographs on their ID cards is unacceptable. Collect their new ID cards if they have not done so as yet. This registration exercise will end on November 29, 2024. For further information, please contact GECOM on the following hotline numbers: 225-027729, 226-6557, 223-9650, or visit the GECOM website at www.gecom.org.gy.
Welcome back. The Ghana Defense Force Coast Guard recovered 200 pounds of marijuana abandoned near Breeding Hoop Selling. Dale Jarvis has that report.
A pre-dawn patrol by Guyana Defense Force Coast Guard personnel resulted in the discovery of 200 pounds of marijuana in the Demerara River near the Breeding Hoop Stelling early this morning, Thursday, November 28, 2024. The Coast Guard, operating a metal shark vessel around 2 a.m., spotted a red and black wooden boat with 2 to 3 occupants. Upon noticing the patrol, the occupants began throwing some of the parcels overboard before fleeing into a nearby channel. The individuals were able to escape. However, the Coast Guards found the boat and an outboard engine abandoned in the channel. Returning to the location, the Coast Guards recovered 6 floating salt bags containing smaller transparent packages filled with cannabis. The officers retrieved the illegal items, transported them to the Coast Guard headquarters at Romveld, and handed them over to the police. Weighing revealed the packages contain over 99 kilograms of marijuana. No arrests have been made as investigations continue. Reporting for Headline News Update, Dale Jarvis.
Thanks, Dale. Starting January of 2025, students at the University of Guyana will no longer pay facilities and miscellaneous fees. This was announced by Minister of Education Priya Manik-Chan during the 8th and 9th sitting of the National Assembly. This move follows President Dr. Mohamed Irfan Ali's earlier declaration to eliminate tuition fees and provide free university education for Guyanese citizens. Minister Manik-Chan emphasized that abolishing these costs is part of the government's commitment to ensuring access to higher education. The announcement came during the discussion on supplementary funding to sustain UG's operations until December. The government has made significant strides in education, including writing off student loans, launching the Guyana Online Academy of Learning for over 30,000 scholarship beneficiaries, and expanding technical and vocational training programs. Additionally, construction is underway for a new College of Medical Sciences building at the UG's Turkana campus, equipped with modern laboratories and facilities to enhance medical education. Moving on, the Guyana Fire Service warns against malicious fires, urging vigilance, fire safety, and reporting suspicious activities to prevent destruction. Here again is Malcolm Carter.
The Guyana Fire Service has issued a strong warning against maliciously setting fires following recent incidents that have caused significant destruction and endangered lives. Such actions are illegal and have far-reaching consequences for communities, emerging responders, and the environment. These fires often spiral out of control, destroying homes, businesses, and community structures while endangering residents, firefighters, and bystanders. The strain on emergency services leaves the other critical situations unattended, and the environmental impact, including air pollution and ecological damage, is severe. The Guyana Fire Service reminds the public that arson is a criminal offense in Guyana, punishable by fines and imprisonment. The agency is working closely with law enforcement to identify and prosecute offenders. They also call on citizens to remain vigilant and report suspicious activities to prevent these dangerous acts. To reduce the risk of fires, the Guyana Fire Service advises securing properties against unauthorized access, educating others on fire safety, and ensuring fire detection systems like smoke alarms and extinguishers are functional. Promptly reporting suspicious behavior to fire service or the police is strongly recommended. The fire service has reaffirmed its commitment to safeguarding lives and property through education, awareness, and enforcement. It urges everyone to work together to prevent fire-related tragedies and create safer communities. Reporting for Headline News Update, Malcolm Carter.
Thanks, Malcolm. Don't go away after the break. Jamaica records bloodiest 7 days of the year, and Tanzania local elections. Opposition says 3 members killed ahead of vote.
This Christmas, Digicel is bringing you the gift of millions. 10 lucky customers will become millionaires for Christmas. Top up $1,000 or more for your chance to win $1 million. Turn your Christmas into a celebration of cash and cheer. 2 new millionaires every week. The countdown to Christmas millions is on. Top up $1,000 or more today for your chance to win. Digicel, the network for everyone, everywhere.
Good girl, forget things. What's the problem, Granny? I want money for borrow for those surgery. I was dancing and I fall and fracture my hip.
If you need some quick money, you should check Lender's Jewelry and Pawn Shop.
Lender's Jewelry and Pawn Shop, Lot 238 South Road Border, Georgetown. Get jewelry made to order in just 72 hours. We also accept vehicles. Lender's, best rates, longest payback period.
Boys, I get through. Plus, I could dance again. Lender's Jewelry and Pawn Shop.
Furnishing your home or office has never been easier. Here at Kissoon's, our inventory of locally made and imported furniture, offered at amazing prices, will leave you wanting more. From vinyl, floor rugs and carpets, bedroom, dining and living room sets, mattresses, pillows, office desk, chairs and filing cabinets, outdoor benches and tables. We have a piece of furniture for every room imaginable in your home or office. Check out our flagship store at Industrial Site Rijnveld or one of our branches in New Amsterdam, Port Morant, Riverton, and Camp Street. Kissoon's Furniture, furnishing homes for over 50 years.
Sneakily with a gift of sight from Modern Optical Services. Let our professional team examine and prescribe what's best for your eyes. Common smiles make fashionable faces. See us for a full line of optical services, including brand name and prescription eyewear. Modern Optical Services, 316 Mill Street, Georgetown. Telephone 226-1082.
We are back. Our holiday specials are here. From now until December 6th, enjoy our exclusive Christmas packages. Get 1 service free when you book tray services, complimentary mattress cleaning with any yard power washing service, free small carpet cleaning with every chair set cleaning and steaming. Connect with us on Facebook and Instagram or visit us at 3430 Jacksonville, North Rumboldt, Georgetown. You can also give us a call on 689-7558, 646-0405, or 639-6365. Start your holiday preparations early with Fortune Investment Company and let us make your season shine.
It is the biggest sale of the year going down right here at Clearance, always keeping you in style. The 29th of November 2024 Black Friday sale where you get half off store-wide. Get half off all your top brands like your Kenneth Cole and Dockers footwear, Puma and Nike sneakers, men's suits, shirts, Levi jeans, and jerseys. Get half off on ladies' footwear, handbags, dresses, tops, working suits, and so much more. So keep the date in mind, November 29th, 2024, right here at Clearance, half off store-wide. Clearance, always keeping you in style.
GECOM is currently conducting a national registration exercise. Who can register? Anyone who will be 14 years or older by December 31, 2024 and is a Guyanese citizen by birth, descent, naturalization, or is a citizen from a Commonwealth country living in Guyana for 1 year or more. It is the civic duty and legal responsibility of all persons who meet the eligibility requirements to apply for registration. By doing so, you will be ensuring that you are issued a national identification card and be included in the official lists of electors for future elections, providing you meet all eligibility criteria. This registration exercise will end on November 29, 2024. For further information, contact GECOM on 225-027729 or visit the website www.gecom.org.gw.
Welcome back. Now we take a look at what's happening in the region and around the world.
Good evening, I'm Malcolm Carter and welcome to tonight's regional and international news. Jamaica recorded its bloodiest week of the year with 44 murders between November 16th and 23rd, raising the murder toll to 1,039. This marks an increase from 995 murders the previous week, according to the Jamaican Constabulary Force. Despite the spike, the year-on-year murder rate has declined by 18%. St. James leads with 117 murders, followed by St. Andrews South, Westmoreland, and 2 St. Catherine divisions. Notably, 5 police divisions reported fewer murders than last year, with shootings, rapes, robberies, and break-ins also declining. Meanwhile, in South America, Colombia led a global anti-drug operation involving 62 countries, seizing over 1,400 metric tons of drugs, including 225 tons of cocaine. 6 narco subs were captured, with one carrying 5 tons of cocaine and enough fuel to reach Australia, a lucrative destination due to high cocaine prices. Colombian authorities identified the Pacific trafficking route after intercepting similar vessels, collaborating with Australian officials. This operation highlights the increasing targeting of Australia by international drug cartels amid surging demands. Traffickers' use of semi-submersible vessels dates to the 1990s, reflecting evolving smuggling tactics. The bust underscores rising global cocaine production, which hit 2,700 tons in 2022. Internationally, Tanzania's main opposition party says 3 of its members have been killed on the eve of local elections. It's accusing authorities of rigging the vote, Al Jazeera's Catherine Sawyer reports.
These voters in Dar es Salaam check their names against Tanzania's voters list. Some say their names are missing. 3 opposition members were killed on the eve of Wednesday's local election. One candidate was shot near his home by a prison guard who had been deployed to deal with violence between rival political supporters. Police say they have arrested the guard and are investigating the circumstances. Another party official was killed in a machete attack by unknown assailants in southwestern Tanzania, while the party says a third was also killed by police in Dar es Salaam after he went to investigate reports of ballot stuffing. Leaders from the main opposition party, Chadema, say the election is already tainted.
Most of the supervisory workers, people who are responsible to supervise the whole electoral process, are actually picked from the government or from the ruling party, CCM. And consequently, they lack fairness because they are not impartial.
This is a significant election. It's a lead-up to the presidential and parliamentary polls to be held in October next year. It's also the first under President Samia Suluhu Hassan, who came to power in 2021 after her predecessor John Magufuli died in office.
As is our tradition of elections, people should vote peacefully. They should not disrupt our peace.
When she took over, President Hassan promised political and electoral reforms, and for a while she made good on some of her pledges. But some say they don't believe the election will be free and fair.
There's no patriotism these days. Those who are vying for seats do so for their own interest, not for our benefit. What we have been witnessing is just bad politics. Politicians promise so many things, but when they get to power, everything goes away.
Tanzanians are watching the poll closely. It's important for them. The candidates will represent them in the villages, streets and townships. Many say they just want their votes to count. Catherine Soy, Al Jazeera.
Finally, police in South Africa say 20 miners have emerged from a disused gold mine on Wednesday. It's believed several thousand people remain kilometers underground in the country's northwest province. Al Jazeera's Haru Mutasa reports.
Mozambique and Zimbabwe. They emerged from that shaft behind me. It's called Margaret Shaft. It's privately owned, but it's believed that the miners were working in the nearby abandoned mines and they managed to crawl through the narrow tunnels and eventually emerge from that particular shaft. The police have been conducting an operation called Valamgodi, or Close the Hole, but this incident and others before it shows how difficult it's been for the police to monitor every single hole, every single shaft, and many people are still mining illegally. These men say what they are doing is worth it. Using a makeshift sieve, they sift through the soil. They say these lighter specks suggest there is gold. They don't earn anywhere near what miners working underground make, but it's safer up here. Hundreds, possibly thousands of other miners working illegally are said to be trapped in a mine shaft not far from here, unwilling or unable to come out.
Those people have been captured there. There are people who capture other people so that they may not come out because of there are people underground who have guns, yes, who control them.
South Africa's government says the Stilfontein mine shaft is a crime scene. No official rescue operation has started.
Time is not on our side to help people that are underground, whether they are captured against their own will. Government must have capacity. This is a country's security cluster that needs to give hope and security to everyone who's in this country.
Away from the crime scene, it's business as usual for South Africans and migrants looking for gold. This is how the men separate the gold from the sand or the soil. It's a long, arduous process. The water washes away most of the soil, and they say that what's left behind on the towels will be the gold. The government says more than $1 billion is lost annually in revenue because of people mining without permits. It's a widespread problem fueled by poverty and desperation. In recent weeks, hundreds of people have emerged from underground. Some have been adults and some have been children. The police say they're currently being processed and they will eventually appear in court. Haru Mutasa, Al Jazeera, Stilfontein, South Africa.
Thanks, Malcolm. This brings us to the end of the regional and global news coverage. Up next is the 3D weather forecast. And that's it to be 2 Headline News for this Thursday evening. As we take our leave, we invite you to follow us on Facebook and YouTube. You can tune in tomorrow at 6:30 a.m. for a rebroadcast and at 5:30 p.m. for more news. Until then, please take care of yourself and each other.